Hello, dear ones, enlightened ones, my enchanted brothers and sisters. Hello, hello, and welcome to Angel Reading for January 2021. We just finished 2020, and needless to say, we don't have to talk about it. We already know everything that's happened that year and how we're looking for a lot of good things, healing, and things like that for this year. But with that, I got myself a little bit of vino, and I say cheers and salute. And here's to 2021. So here we go. Take a little sip. I like some red wine, usually with dinner, but oh well. Afternoon's okay too. So I already called upon the angels and archangels and God, Ascended Masters, everybody to come with me today and help select the cards for January 2020. I will hopefully tomorrow do with particular questions, with COVID and with Trump and President-elect Biden. And we'll see what happens with that. Okay, so I was shuffling the Archangel Michael prayer cards. And 3 cards came out. So let's start with this for, I was going to do the whole year. I said, no, let's do month by month because so many crazy things are happening. And one of my goals for this year is to try and get more videos done. So let's go ahead and we'll start with this one with Archangel Michael. He says, pay attention to your dreams. So what are you dreaming of? Pay attention to them, because when we pay attention to what we want or our dreams, we focus on them and we help create them to come true. If we have a dream and we dismiss it, say, oh, this will never come true or this will never happen, that will happen. Also, in our dreams, there's a lot of hidden messages in our dreams. So you could take this however well it fits you with this message, because this is a general reading for everyone. And the prayer reads, it says, thank you for tucking me in bed tonight and helping me enjoy a wonderful, restful night's sleep. Archangel Michael, I invite you into my dreams as a teacher, guide, and healer. Please allow me to understand this situation on a spiritual level and give me guidance. So you can say that beforehand. I mean, a lot of times when I want to see my parents, they both of them have passed on. Sometimes I'll call on them and ask them to come to me in my dreams, because in my dreams, they're alive. I can talk to them, I can hug them, and have a wonderful conversation with me. And when they do come in my dreams, they're younger than what they were. It's always wonderful. And the next card from Archangel Michael says, be gentle with yourself. Really important that we treat ourselves well, because how we're feeling, how we're acting, how situation that we are with ourselves reflects outward to the world. And also, if you're kind to yourself and you treat yourself with love, it means you're connected to your source of power, your source of love, and that makes you powerful as well. And the prayer reads, says, Archangel Michael, please guide me in treating myself with gentle, nurturing love and everything I think, speak, and do. Help me know that I deserve this compassion. I release any feelings of guilt to you so that I may experience lasting inner peace. Guilt is ego-based, and we have no business being there, okay? Guilt is a way of the situation or the person has power over you. And most of the time, the thing is, you want to recognize what had happened and your actions and be aware of that and then fix it. You don't want to be stuck in a place of feeling guilty forever. You can't be there because there's no way you're going to move on. And we really need to move on. Part of the things that we do and say were right at that moment. And there's probably a learning lesson there to help us in the future, okay? And the next card says positive thoughts create positive results. I think these are three really good cards to start off the new year with. And the prayer reads, Divine love and wisdom, I call upon you now. I know that my mind and emotions are eternally and continuously connected to you. I ask my higher self to be aware and conscious of the love and light that is within every person in every situation. And this is very, very true. Everybody wants to be loved. Everybody wants to be understood. And some people do it differently from you. Does it make it wrong? No. Does it make it right? Yeah, to them it makes it right, but maybe not to you. And that's okay. But we have to understand suffering. You know, even with Trump, he is suffering, even though he created his own suffering, and we all do. We all create our own suffering, but he's suffering. So we want to send him some love and compassion, even though you don't disagree with him. That's okay, because his karma, things are coming around for him. It's time for him to pay. In other words, that's the easy way of saying it. But that doesn't mean we have to cheer it on. No, because we wouldn't want that happening to us either. Okay? So no matter how devious someone is or how narcissistic they are, this is who they are. And we can't expect them to change, because a narcissistic person doesn't think they're doing anything wrong, so they don't understand this. So, and they'll never see the error of their ways. You know, that's just who they are. So, and he was raised to be a narcissist from the time he was conceived, just about. You know, so he only knows that way. And he only knows how to cheat and how to lie and how to try to get his way. Well, eventually, you know, you don't always get your way. Eventually, you have to pay the piper, or, you know, whatever that you want to say or do about that. But that doesn't mean you can't recognize him suffering, even though he caused it to himself. So don't wish him more suffering. Don't wish him that. Some people just don't wish anything. Just allow his own karma, his own law of attraction to happen. Because when you connect yourself to their law of attraction and karma, which you don't want to do, you become part of that. So send them some healing love. You recognize he's suffering. You don't want him to suffer anymore. But it's whatever's going to happen is of his own accord. Okay? So you don't want to attach yourself to that. Okay? Just see right here. Now I'm going to get ready to shuffle the angel. I'm going to take a picture. Tilly sent me a message. He wants me to do something for her, but he's going to have to wait. Okay, so let's go ahead and shuffle the angel tarot cards. So, angels, please come to us and tell us what we can expect this month, first month of the year, 2021. Just need 3 cards, please. 3 cards. 3 cards. 3 cards. 3 cards. Let's expect for 2021. One thing we really want to try and focus on this year, because it's not just going to help us, it's going to help the world. Because whatever energies that come from us affects the whole world. It's a vibration that we send out. So it's really important to focus on healing and nurturing yourself. Okay, so 3 cards came out. The High Priestess will go there first. Okay, first card. And it says, listen to your intuition. Have patience. Consider carefully what you want before acting. So we were talking earlier about your dreams. Focusing on your dreams or having dreams that have messages, because this is a general reading. Focus on, I'll give you different options of what it could mean. But listen to your intuition. Now, how you listen to your intuition is clearing away all the clutter that's in your head. because sometimes we think we're going with our gut, but it's from past experience, and sometimes we react very quickly, and then regret it, and then we have guilt. We don't end up there. But so it's very so having patience. If something comes up, there's a situation that's happening, you need to go into yourself, have meditate or whatever, but really truly listen to your intuition, and have patience before you consider acting on a certain situation. The three of air for this month, their sadness, great sadness, time to heal, the need to forgive yourself or others. Okay, here we go. As I'm saying this, the angels are talking to me. We went through a time of great sadness. And it's also, we're still through this month, we're going to have great sadness, but it might not be you in particular. I was just talking about Donald Trump. Yes, he's dealing with sadness. And like I says, he's a narcissist, so that they don't understand that they were the co-creators of what happened to them. It's going to take time to heal. It's even with our country, the United States, we went through a hard time. The whole thing, the election, all this stuff, COVID-19, and I'm not saying this isn't with other countries, not at all, but my focus is here because we have the election, we have a new president coming in, we have a lot of stuff going on here. But it's going to take time to heal this country. It's not going to happen overnight, but we have to start taking action now to heal. It's time to forgive, let things go. It's already done. We can't change what has happened or in the past. And it's either forgive ourselves or forgive other people. It's really time just to let it go, because then we have the wheel card. Mm-hmm. And this is a time of positive change. A situation suddenly moves forward. Fortune is on your side. Okay, so you have to listen to your intuition. And your intuition is probably telling, because if you really tap into that intuition, it's all about 100% love. It's nothing negative, okay? It's all about 100% love. So we were dealing with sadness. So we got to tap into our intuition. Yeah, there's a situation that's going on. And it's taken time to heal. And how you can heal is decide to move forward. Time to make the changes that you need or this country needs to get better, okay? So let's go ahead with the Archangel cards and see what they have to say. Archangels, please come to us right now. Give us the message we need for January 2024. What messages that you have? We just need 3 cards. 3 cards, please. 3 cards, please. 3 cards. Oh, don't need all of them cards. And, remind yourself that what you think, say, and do out to the universe comes back to you. It's also vibrations and energies that you're sending out. And the whole world needs healing. The whole world needs love. And if you're in a place of hatred and anger and fighting and doing all this stuff, instead of trying to make things better, and some people have to fight to make things better, but not fighting comes from anger. Doing something to make things better comes from passion. So there's difference between anger and hatred and passion. So of course we want to be passionate in what we do in order to make the changes that we need. So be passionate about the world, about what we do, and show kindness. All right, there's one. Okay. 2 more cards. Oh, there's more than 2 cards here, but let's see. More than 3 cards. 5 cards. 3 Raphael fell first. Reason to celebrate. See these beautiful mermaids there, and the ship has come in there. Reasons to celebrate: a community of friends, happy announcements regarding relationships or children. What I hear from the angels with this card is, yes, we're going to start. This is the beginning. This is the start of getting back to the way things used to be. bringing friends together, coming together. This is the start of this. We're not there yet, but it's the start. And if some of you know me, that I had said it's things aren't going to go back to normal to 2022. It's going to take at least a whole other year. And that's because we have to look at things from a global sense, the whole world. We can't just fix things here in the United States. Things have to be fixed throughout the whole world. Everyone's got to get vaccinated and taken care of. So because what we do together in this world affects everyone, and benefits us and it benefits everybody else. 3 of Michael's next. And this says, release the past. You will grow from this situation. Time heals all wounds. So here we have another card talking about healing, releasing the past, forgive, let things go. And this might be with Trump and all the other Republicans. It's time to release, let it go. We got to move forward. It's time to heal this country. It's time to come together. And since we're dealing with January this month, I really think that once the new President Biden comes in, things will begin to heal. Divine guidance is next. And these are from the archangels, okay? And it says, the search for the meaning of life, considered an alternative approach. Surround yourself with wise teachers or friends. So, in other words, with divine guidance, we're trying to figure out what the hell happened here. What's going on. People are unemployed. People are, struggling to feed their families, feeding themselves, trying to stay afloat, trying to stay in their homes, paying for their cars, trying to get all this stuff. So we're trying to search, how are we going to do this? But we have to take a different approach. It's not like how it's solved everywhere else. We have to take a different approach. And the approach is getting the right information, getting the facts, connecting to wise people that are going to make this change. And I really do think the Biden administration is where we're going to find the wise people, because the Trump supporters, it's okay, you can support Trump, I'm not putting it down, but we're in a lot of shit. Trump had 4 years and we're in a lot of shit. Nothing's good in this country. Nothing is good in this country. We're really suffering. And I have to remind myself that not everybody thinks the way I do. We have to have change. We have to do better. Especially people who have gotten sick from COVID, who lost loved ones to COVID. The vaccines aren't getting out as fast enough. We need someone in charge to make sure this happens. And of course, now the $2,000 payments, people really need this. The rule of law is anyone making over $75,000 a year doesn't get the money. So anybody making under that probably could use it. Now, they go with your taxes from last year, but this is this year. What if you lost your job? You made that last year. You might not be making that this year. So this fight over in the Senate and all this craziness, I really don't understand. And so what? If they spend the $2,000 to bring money back into economy, that's really a good thing. That's not a bad thing. Okay? We want people to have their homes. This is supposed to be a wonderful country. I don't understand this stuff, that we don't take care of our people. The 8 of Michael's next. And with this card, it says, you can be free. Make a courageous choice to change your situation, not seeing things clearly. Okay, so we can be free of all this BS. We have to be courageous. We have to take the chances. And the angels just told me as I'm reading this about the vaccine. Okay, you can be free of all this. We can be free of all this COVID, but you have to be courageous in your choice to change the situation. You have to really see things clearly. In other words, be courageous. Go ahead and take the vaccine. I don't take a flu shot. I don't take any of those things because I'm a holistic person. But I'm really considering taking this vaccine because, again, what I was saying earlier, it's about what we do as a world. Okay, we got to stop this. And it's the same, when polio was here, and well, you had chicken pox and measles vaccine, but polio was a serious disease. And so to wipe it out, everybody had to be vaccinated. I mean, I was a child, I got the polio vaccine. You know, we just have to do our part and take that sacrifice and be courageous. The high priestess is next. And again, these are from the archangels. Um, Powerful psychic insights, reflection, and meditation that provides valuable information. Be at peace. And we had talked about earlier about meditation, about following your intuition. And the only way you can follow your intuition is get rid of all the garbage that you have in your mind or in your life. You have to detach from that and go to a quiet place and be at peace. When we're all at peace, then the world becomes peaceful, because we can't give something we don't have. If you want peace and try to give peace in the world, you have to be at peace, because that's the vibration you're sending out. That's the energies that you are sending out to the world. Okay, so let's just do, let's do Ganeshka. I love Ganeshka. So Ganeshka, please come to us now. What is your final message for us? We just need one card for your message here. And the reading. Oh, wow. 2 cards fell out, but I could see the one card. The first card I see. First card I see is beginnings. Let's see the other cards. Cultivation and beginnings. So since I've seen beginnings first, let's see what here's. This is number 1. It's the first card. See that? The first month of the year. Oh, wow. I love Ganeshka. Let's see what this card means. At the start of every endeavor, you will find Ganeshka. Okay. This is an indication of new energy on the horizon that brings open-hearted opportunities. Pay attention to where you are going. A new beginning can sometimes have a deeper spiritual significance, encouraging a different consideration or fresh approach to how you connect with your inner guidance. With awareness comes understanding. One benefit of this new start may be the opportunity to stay true to your own path and guidance. Release any need to try to bring others into your vision. Trust yourself and be willing to do the work needed at this time. Your inspiration is positive. Creativity, finances, and the love are flowing just before you. Ask Ganeshka to assist you with the new energy and opportunities ahead of you. Yes, we have new opportunities coming. Finances, everything's going to get better. I pulled some cards, I think it was last week, the end of this week. I forget exactly where, and I had asked the angels about the $2,000 payment, and the number 2 came up. So I don't know if I took it as 2 weeks, or maybe the 2,000, but it's definitely going to come to us. I just don't know when. But the number 2, maybe 2 months. Well, in 2 months, then Biden would be in, and we would definitely get it. So it's coming, I think, regardless of what Mitch McConnell does or any of that stuff. I think it's definitely coming. But I got the impression it was 2 weeks. So maybe 2 weeks into January, we're going to see the money come in, and so desperately needed is so many. Okay, so 37 is the next number. Let's go here. It's cultivation. Okay, so let's see what the next is. Listening to music can heal, encourage, and nurture your soul. It's got like a little, I don't know if that's called an instrument, but it's there. Your spirituality is an essential part of who you are, and it forms the framework of your world. Music resonates with the human spirit. At the heart of humanity, it is the song of the soul. Music has the power to unite communities, cultures, and civilizations. Listening to music can heal, hearten, and support your soul. Studies have found that musical tones communicate with and have an energetic impact on the cells and organs of the human body. It is believed that the cells vibrate and essential have their own musical intonations. Listening to music can help heal and uplift your energy. You may find that the tuning into uplifting or calming music, you create a space for greater contemplation and in turn gain more clarity about what you are creating in your life. It can also bring about stronger connection to your higher self or to oneness. So, a lot of people are stressed out, a lot of people are worried, a lot of people are concerned. Coming into yourself, clearing away the negative energies. There's tons, tons of soothing, calming, meditative music on YouTube. So you might want to check it out. I mean, you can do meditation music, you can yoga music, any type of music, and just even music to help you fall asleep at night. Okay. And yes, the vibrations, it's very important that we stay calm. It's very important that we stop stressing out. I know it's hard when we're dealing with everyday reality, but I'm telling you, I've been in a lot of hard spots in my life. I didn't suddenly become spiritual and understanding. It took a lot for me to get here in my life. So I'm telling you from experience and know-how, change your worry, your fear, because what you think, say, and do out to the universe is coming back to you. We have to stay calm. Know that you are deserving of everything wonderful. Everything that you want and need is there for you. You have to connect to it. Okay. And if we all connect to what we want, healing in the world, sending love, stop being angry, stop being frustrated, stop being stressful, stop being there. And knowing that everything's going to be taken care of, okay? It will. You just have to hang in there. There is, things, not so pleasing things that happen in our lives, but they're to make us stronger and wiser, not to bring us down, not to knock us down and keep us down. Yeah, we can get the rug pulled out from under us and we can fall, but we have a choice. Do we get back up? Or do we stay down? Do we stay in self-pity? Do we stay in self-worry? Do we create the stress that we don't need and our family doesn't need? Okay. I know we're all trying to do the best you can, and there are people out there to help you. You really have to connect to that. Connect to the love. Connect to people wanting to help you. Connect to those sources, because we all have to give and receive, but we can't all give at the same time with nobody receiving. So maybe this is your time to receive, okay? So be open to receive. It makes us all balanced here, okay? But thanks for hanging out with me. Let's do another toast. Cheers. I'm sending you lots of love, kindness, peace, healing, health, prosperity. You have all these things. It's coming to you. I'm sending them to you. They're there. You have to be open to receive it, okay? Are you open to receive it? Are you open to take yourself to a peaceful place? You have, in order to give peace, you have to be already there. In order to give healing, you have to be there and be wise and be smart. So here's to you for 2021 and for hanging out with me and the support you give. I do a lot of things on Facebook, but here's to you. Hopefully I can get more videos out this year. That's one of my goals. Take care. Know that God blesses and loves you, and so do I. So you lots of kisses, love, hugs, and peace from me to you. And I definitely wish you all namaste. Light and love in me recognizes the light and love in you. You're that powerful. So until next time, I'll say bye-bye. I'll talk to you later.